was calling this like one of the
newest and hottest flowers in the garden world.
Configurations or creations.
Totally. He
Why?
Was right. So traditionally, you know, when we think of a lily, we think of the Oriental Stargazer lily, which I'll show once we go through these beautiful images. But this is a rose lily, Rick. So most importantly, right away, you see all of those layers of petals. You'll have 18 to 24 petals on one flower. And most importantly, right in the middle, where typically you would have pollen-covered anthers that make a huge mess. They stain your clothes. They're not good for your pets,
Is that right?
To consume. Yeah, you don't have any of that with these rose lilies. So
rose lilies are awesome and can be problematic.
They are not problematic.
No, sometimes they are, you're saying.
Well, no, where they come from is the Oriental lily. Those are problematic.
That's what I'm saying, right.
Yeah, exactly. But now the rose lily has solved all of the problems and honestly brought you even better color choices. So what you're seeing here is the Sierra, and you'll notice she has all those really cute little freckles. She's brand new this year, and not only does she have pink petals and white edging, she also has like almost little ripples on the edge of each petal, which is really special, and that's what makes the Roselily different from its former counterparts, that Oriental lily, which I'll show you here in a second. And that's my brother Devin's house, I should say. He planted his collection in one container, and that's what you can expect. They grow about 3 feet tall, and they're honestly like flower standing like little strong soldiers. Check that out.
Here are the strong soldiers. This baby's on its way, right?
That's on its way. Check that out. These are farm fresh premier grower bulbs. And what I mean by that is that's what makes ours different. Is your bulbs right now, Rick, they're still in the ground in Holland. We're not going to dig them up until it's right.
Is that right?
Perfect. Oh yeah, because we want them to have as much energy as possible.
Wow.
If you were to find rose lilies in a catalog.
I'm going to call right now. I'm going to reserve these.
And they're still going to be in the ground.
They're still in the ground right now on this day.
We don't want them to lose an ounce in energy. Correct.
That's wild.
Exactly. So that way, when they are shipped to you, they will look probably something like this, ready to go.
I didn't know that. Are they shipped from Holland?
Yeah, exactly. They come to us.
Free shipping and handling on this, everybody? On Holland rose
And this is what you can expect. So
please.
Let me show you. This is that Oriental lily that I was explaining earlier. This is the Stargazer, one that most of us are familiar with. And you'll notice
the problematic
one. Only 6 petals, that messy pollen on the inside. But when I compare that to the rose lily, I mean, first off, look at that profile. This is the rose lily. Why would you ever go back to this? You have none of the pollen. You have so many beautiful layers of petals, and again,
can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah, please.
Because we're on QVC 2 now. We can take some time to do this.
Let's do it.
How do you get from here to here?
Lots of hybridization.
It's a hybridization process.
Yeah, and that's what my brother was saying. You know,
it's years in the making.
It took a long time to get from that to this.
Wow.
You know, there were other varieties before the one in my hand, but they weren't as beautiful. So that's what the breeding is for, to give you the best qualities. So you have all the more petals.
Okay, you want to order. You're getting 4 of these. They're big, fantastic bulbs.
They are big.
3 feet high. Now let's plant them, shall we? Let's bring them home.
Yes.
Now it's time to plant them.
Absolutely. So like my brother said with those hens and chicks, how you could just toss them over your shoulder. You honestly could do the same thing with these. These are some of our most winter hardy, easy to grow perennials, which is kind of hard to believe when you consider how beautiful the flower is, right?
Yeah.
So really, you're going to
I would think, first glance, I would think it was an annual.
Right? Okay, no, total winter hardy perennial.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get your bulbs, Rick, and you're gonna find a place in the garden. Here in the photo there on the left side is in a container. You wanna cover them wherever they are with about 4 inches of soil. And then what's really special is you're gonna start getting these flowers end of July, early August, which is a huge deal because by then, most of your other flowers are tuckered out for the season.
19,000 ordered. There are fewer than 2,000 remaining. Final quantities. We're very busy on the phones. 800-500-7590. Would you know, one of the things I was thinking of?
Yeah.
Could you do these maybe with the petunias?
That's a great design idea.
No, I know. Really? Seriously?
No, seriously. That's an awesome idea.
Okay.
So imagine there was a photo in the slides here that was at my brother Devin's house, and he planted his rose lilies in one container, but you'll notice that there was nothing on the bottom of it. It was a little ugly, if I'm being honest. He could have spruced it up just a hair.
Right.
And what a great idea. Here, that's the exact image.
Could have spruced that up.
if he had underplanted with petunias.
So we'll show you the item number for the petunias, and we just happen to have the petunias right here.
And my brother does.
And it's super easy to do. All you do, you have your container. I've got a whiskey barrel. You're going to fill it with soil. We actually have soil that you can buy on QVC.com.
Yeah, we got the soil now. By the way, they've loved the soil.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knew they loved the dirt? But they love the dirt.
They
Yeah,
really
it's
do.
really convenient.
Would you put these guys in the middle of this?
So yeah, what you do, you fill up your whiskey barrel with the soil.
Yep.
Then you plant your lilies first. Put them all
Plant the
throughout
lilies first.
Exactly. And then
Boom.
on the top of the soil, you're going to plant your petunias.
Right.
And the petunias will start to fill out really quickly, and then out of nowhere, the lilies will just emerge from the middle.
Because these are
little
taller.
soldiers.
'Cause
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
taller. Exactly. So that's how you create a
Remember that
beautiful look.
spiller, filler, and thriller look? That's what you got.
So this is, you got your spiller
And your filler.
and then you have your thriller.
with the rose lily.
So there you go.
Great
Super
idea.
easy. Good thinking, Rick. Thanks
That
for
was
the
great.
inspiration.
Yeah.
You're welcome, America. You're welcome. Hey, guess what? I had nothing to do with that. 800-500-7590. Time is now to pick them up. You're going to get them when it's time, no matter where you are in the United States. So
Yeah.
we know how to do this. You guys have been on QVC for how many years now?
Oof, 27.
27
Almost
years.
my whole life.
We know how to get the plants to you.
Yes.
Roberta's is #1 in its category. So 800-500-7590. Call me if you're a big fan right now. Love, love, love to hear from you.
Can I show you what makes Roselily so special?
Please, once again.
Yes, so this is the traditional stargazer. This is the one we all grown up with. We've been to weddings and we've seen them everywhere. But you'll notice, Rick, she only has 6 petals and she's covered in pollen. The minute you get that on your fingers or your clothes, I'm actually stained right now on my apron. Now, when you compare that to the rose lily, this is the new and improved. Just look at that beautiful side profile comparison. The rose lily has 18 to 24 of those beautiful petals, none of the pollen mess. And what makes that even better is because you have all these petals, these will actually last longer as a cut flower. So most people go and buy bouquets of these. No more. Grow your own bouquet of the rose lily and they will last 2 to 3 times longer in a vase.
Got a question about critters. Got a question
Yes.
about sun, the basics.
The basics. As much sun as possible. Now, I don't live anywhere with deer, so I've never had a deer problem. I don't think it's their first choice. But
We have deer over for dinner where I live in
Exactly.
Chester Springs. We have deer
I believe
coming
that.
over for cocktails
So
on
does my
Friday
brother.
afternoon right now with my wife. Yeah.
But the deer tend to stay further away from things that smell good to us. They don't really like the fragrance.
And these smell good to us.
These smell good to us. So exactly. You might have, less deer over for dinner with these ones.
Got it. M95009. Here's the update. QVC2, thank you for joining us. 100 people are shopping right now. You're loving the show, and why not? This is available at 800
garden time.
7590. It's time. And what's that line again? One of the most in terms of innovation over the last few years.
Oh, this is one of the hottest and newest lilies on the market.
Wow.
You likely won't find these 4 varieties anywhere else. 2 of them are brand new to us this year.
Your neighbors will be envious.
Oh, absolutely.
May like you less, but they're just going to have to deal with it.
They're going to come over and take photos of your plants for sure.
M95099. Thank you, sir.